Welcome to another episode of Simply Sarah. Today on the show, we're going to be making Swedish meatballs. In this bowl, I've got a pound of ground round and a pound of ground pork. Underneath, you can see a little bit of it, is a 1 chopped onion, and I put it in my little mini food processor because I wanted it a little bit finer. Now we're just going to put in some salt and pepper to taste. Two large eggs, 1/4 teaspoon of ground nutmeg, 1/4 teaspoon of ground allspice, and that's the spices that's in Swedish meatballs. Sometimes people will put also a little pinch of ginger. And then in this bowl, I have got a cup of fresh breadcrumbs, and then I poured over, after I've chopped it up fine in the mini food processor, I put it over a 1/4 cup of milk. I let it sit and let it soak up all the milk. This is what keeps your meatballs moist. I do the same thing with my regular meatballs that goes in spaghetti. That was just like a French bread that I had left over from dinner yesterday, so I wanted to use it up. So now we're just going to mix everything together. Now we're coming with a baking sheet lined with a non-stick aluminum foil. I love that stuff. You don't have to line your pan. Now we're just going to take like a little, use it for my cookies. A little scoop, put it in our hand, and we're going to roll it into a ball and put it on our cookie sheet. I just like to use the cookie scoop because it make sure that all the meatballs are the same size. Take a little bit and form it in your hand and make a meatball. You don't have to use the cookie scoop. And for the mixture, you could, normally, you know, it's pork and ground beef, but you're more than welcome to use all beef. I'm gonna keep doing that until I have used up all my mixture. Alright, our meatballs are rolled. It depends on how big you make your meatballs to how many you're gonna get. Mine is about a little bit littler than golf size balls, and I got 57. So let's put them in the oven. Got the oven preheated at 400 degrees. I'm going to bake them till they're done, about 20-25 minutes. Okay, the meatballs are done. I cut one in half to make sure it was all the way cooked through and it's done. So I know the others are. Now we're just going to get ready to make our gravy that they go in. Now we're going to make our gravy for our Swedish meatballs. In a skillet, I've got 3 tablespoons of unsalted butter, 3 tablespoons of regular all-purpose flour. And we're just going to, we melted our butter, we put our flour in now, and we're just going to mix it, because we're going to start our roux for our gravy. Right, we're going to let that mixture go for about a minute or two to cook out the raw flour taste. Now we're going to slowly add in some 3 cups of beef broth, and you're going to whisk and stir this until it thickens into gravy. We're going to season our gravy. A little bit of salt and some pepper to taste. A tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce. The same spices that we put in our meatballs. 1/4 teaspoon of ground allspice, 1/4 teaspoon of ground nutmeg. I do it to my gravy too. That's optional. You can just put the seasonings just in your meatballs. I think it makes it extra yummy. Over here in the back burner, I just put in my egg noodles. That's what we're going to serve it. Swedish meatballs over top of it. You can just cook it like the back of the package said. Now we're going to put in 3/4 cup of some sour cream. You can also use heavy cream if you don't want to go the sour cream route. I've also used plain Greek yogurt in this too. It's just to add our meatballs in. And I have to put half of my meatballs in the freezer and a half is going in this dish. So that way I can have some Swedish meatballs in the freezer for another quickie dinner. You can use all your meatballs, but this is enough to feed my family. And we're just going to turn this down to keep it on a simmer while we let our noodles get done and drain them. And also gets all the flavor running through the meatballs too. And the meatballs put out their flavor in the gravy. Alright, I drained my egg noodles. They were done, and I just drained them. And then I put a little butter in the pot, put the noodles back in, and toss them with butter. And some chopped up parsley, and toss them. Alright, we're going to plate this up. I put some egg noodles on a plate. And then we're going to take some of our meatballs. And then I'm serving it with some sweet peas. And then I'm going to take some of my chopped parsley and decorate the top too. And then they normally serve this with some lingonberry jam or lingonberry sauce. But we can't find it around here. So the other optional is substitute it out for cranberry sauce. So it's totally up to you. And you can make your gravy as thick or as thin as you want. And you can serve it with anything. You can not do the egg noodles. Sometimes people put it over rice. Some people put it over mashed potatoes. It's totally up to you. So there you have it. Swedish meatballs my way.